Track 52.
Mark.
I used to work in telecommunications in Paris.
Okay.
And once I had to go to Japan to discuss a contract. So, at the end of the meeting, I asked if they were interested, and they nodded, and then stood up and came over and shook my hand.
Right.
I was happy that everything had gone well. Anyway, I flew home, and the next day I checked my emails, and there was one from the Japanese company I'd just been talking to the previous day. Right? It said, "Thanks very much for coming to see them, and sorry they couldn't agree on a deal, but they'd like to keep in touch in the future."
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. I thought they'd said yes, but actually they'd said no. Now, since that time, I've realised that it's a cultural difference and that in Japan, it's not polite to say no directly.
Oh, I see.
You can say something is difficult or that it's a problem, and that, to a Japanese person, clearly means no. But at that time, I didn't think beyond my own experience in England and France, where saying no is not a problem.
No.
Victor.
I'm Brazilian, but I've lived in the States for 5 years now, in Boston.
Oh.
A friend of mine, Jose Carlos, also a Brazilian guy, he got married last spring to an American woman, Sarah. I already knew her quite well. We would all go out dancing and stuff, and she speaks good Portuguese, actually. Anyway, when they said they were getting married, I was really happy for them, and I said I would love to come to their wedding.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely sure at the time that I could go to their wedding, but I didn't want to say no because it would seem rude, you know?
Sure.
So I think Jose Carlos knew that I wouldn't come, but Sarah was sure I'd said that, yes, absolutely, I could come, and she got really upset when I said, a couple of weeks before the wedding, that actually I couldn't come. She took it like he doesn't care about us, which is obviously not true at all. We're friends again now, but it made me think about how we say no in Brazil, in a subtle way, not direct, with body language perhaps, or something in the tone of voice, which Brazilian people hear and understand. Americans don't have the same difficulty in saying no, and so for them it's much more rude to cancel something at the last minute.
Oh.
It's something that now I'm much more careful about.